So besides playing soccer all the way through my youth sports career, I got into hockey when I was about 5, and there's a special connection to Detroit with my exposure to hockey. Growing up in Glastonbury, Connecticut, right across the river from Hartford, obviously Hartford Whalers fans, Hartford Whaler country, and that's what I grew up on. Fortunately, of course, they're not there anymore. But when I was about 5, a couple of gentlemen drove into our driveway, 3 gentlemen on a Saturday, and my father and my grandfather owned a retail clothing store, so of course they were always there on Saturdays, working, just like if you were going to a restaurant or something. That's sort of what happens. So these guys walk up to the door. My mom doesn't know who they are, and they introduce themselves and they say, we're the Howes, and we're with the Hartford Whalers. And of course it was Gordie Howe, Mark Howe, and Marty Howe. Gordie was recently done playing, but he still lived in Glastonbury before he moved back to Bloomfield Hills. I think Colleen understood that they could probably use his notoriety here in Southeast Michigan a little bit more than they could in Southern New England. But anyway, they give us a book, Hockey Here's How. In fact, I'm glad I didn't trash it because I wrote my own name in it. They give us a stick, which we destroyed in the driveway, and a gift certificate for skating lessons. The problem was that the skating lessons were about 20 to 30 minutes away, and they were 7 in the morning. So while I was 5, my brother was 3, we did the lessons because they're free, of course. But the problem was my mom had to bring myself and my 3-year-old brother to the 7 o'clock lessons. Well, I was hooked, and but my mom was not. So after doing those lessons, it took a few years of begging, and I actually did not begin organized hockey until I was in grade 6. So I was what I would consider a quote-unquote late entry player, but despite not playing organized hockey until that time, whenever there was outdoor ice, we were on it, or I was on it, and we obviously took advantage of inline skates and how much that was able to do for us. Inlines became available when I was in about 1st grade, and those made a huge difference. So playing outdoors, playing inline, it definitely made a huge difference, along with playing other sports. So more on my hockey career later, but it's never too late to start, and Gordie Howe is where it all began for